Hey friends, welcome to another edition of 12 Days of Crafty Christmas. How's everyone doing? It's day 10, it's November the 10th, 2025. Of course the dog's gonna cry now. The dog's saying hello. As you hop on, say hello, good evening. We only have a couple days left, friends. We're almost at the end. Can you believe it? I'm going to be kind of sad, but kind of a little bit relieved, I guess, because I have so many other things I need to do. But it's always fun to do this series and show you some inspiration for gift giving over the holidays. So today we're going to do a little bit of home decor, which I mentioned. I think I gave you a hint, I can't remember now, that we're going to use the Gingerbread Man bundle because it's absolutely adorable. Even if you have it in your stash, you would know what I mean. If you don't, it may be one that you want to look at because it's so cute. You can do so many things with it. Hi, Lena. It folds in half. You can cut. We're going to cut it apart tonight to use it on our project. You can make little boxes out of it. There's so many ideas out there. It's super, super cute. And it looks exceptionally adorable paired up with the homemade, what's it called? Homemade treats bundle as well. So keep that in mind when you're looking. Maybe, I don't know if there's a sale coming. There probably is. Stampin' Up likes to surprise us with those types of things. So don't quote me that there is something coming. But I'm excited this week because I get to preview the new stuff that's coming for the January to, what is it, April, I think? January to April or May, one of the two. I get to look at the new catalog tomorrow, or no, the 12th. So that's exciting. Although if you are a demonstrator, a lot of our friends are at leadership right now in Las Vegas, and so you might see little sneak peeks from them of maybe what's coming. So I always look forward to that. So let's get you going here beside me so that if anyone jumps on besides Lena, we can chitty chat. And oh, Sherry's there too. Hi, Sherry. I didn't see that comment till I got it up on my screen here. All right, so let's flip you around and let's get into today's project. What I always do is just do a little recap of what we've done over the last 9 days. And you know that if you cannot find the videos on Facebook, head on over to my YouTube page, subscribe. You'll get notified when I upload new videos. I did 2 yesterday, and I will try and do some more tonight or over the next couple days here and get them caught up. I think I'm up to day 6 now. That's over on YouTube, and it's also in a playlist. So it's under 12 Days of Christmas, or sorry, 12 Days of Crafty Christmas 2025. And there's also 2024's videos there as well, in case you weren't around then, we didn't know each other, and you want to go check those ones out too. So lots of inspiration there for you to get your craft on. All right, so let's flip you around and let's get started on tonight's project. Let's slide you back. Hang on. We try to do this as smoothly as possible, but you know, technology. Oops, I think I put you a little too close. Hang on. There we go. That seems a little bit better. So as I said, 12 Days of Crafty Christmas, day 10 coming at ya. How exciting. So let's do a little recap of what we've done. Here's our little platter. It's filling up day by day. I kind of reorganized it a little bit though. So day 1, we did a flip flap album. Day 2, we did a chocolate and gift card holder box. Day 3, we did biscotti boxes in 2 different styles. Day 4, we did the pocket envelope. Here it is. This one here. And then we reminded you of the diaper fold as well to hold little goodies. Day 5, we did this lovely little box that folds open and exposes all your beautiful designer series paper. And then we did this little gift card holder that's hiding under here. Gift card just tucks in the pocket. Then we did the portfolio, the lovely little sort of gift for birthdays or something like that happening over the holidays here. Holds a card and a chocolate bar, or a gift card, sorry, and a chocolate bar. Then we did warm treats box, which holds some little hot pockets for your hands and some hot chocolate, which I need to put back in there. So when I show it to you, it's there. And then yesterday we did the little gift bag and card, in which I just added a little bit of holly to sort of finish off that decoration on the bag if you did not see it completed, because I did not do it live in the video, but I did show some other examples. So that is all we've been at for the last, I'm going to put it in front of me here and then slide over what we're doing. That's all we've done over the last 9 days. And as you know, today is day 10. So I said we were going to do a little bit of a home decor project. Now, I'm going to plop it in here and then we'll talk about how we're going to finish it. Okay. So this was inspired by one of the artisans. She did, you may have seen it when they featured the Gingerbread Man bundle. Her name is Cabello, and she did a little gingerbread based wreath. And so I thought, oh, that's super cute. I took her sort of inspiration of these little flags at the bottom of the, I just used an embroidery hoop. I think hers was on a metal loop. I'm not sure, but you can readily find these available at a craft store, or at the dollar store is actually carrying hoops and wire forms and stuff like that now too. So all you're going to need to make this is little strips of paper. So I'll just dig out my measurements here so I can tell you if you want to recreate it the way I did. I have a little tray here full of all the stuff we need. And let me find the last few because we are going to finish them off together. I figured you didn't want to watch me put on, you know, however many little banners I have here. So I pre-did some of it. We're just going to finish off this little corner and then we're going to do the decorating together. So we're going to do the fun stuff. All right. Oh, hey, Rhonda. Yeah, this is November 11th. You're on the right day. So to start off with, I grabbed some just retired paper that I had, just some designer series paper, and I cut myself strips that were 1 inch by 6 for this polka dotted. So this is sort of this longer one. And then I scored them at 3. Okay. I'll show you in a minute how you wrap them around and secure them. And then for this snowflake one, I wanted it a little bit bigger because I do love this paper. I cut this one at 5 3/4 by 1 1/2, and I scored at 2 7/8. Now you don't necessarily have to score because it depends on sort of what you're wrapping it around. I probably didn't need to because I'm using this embroidery hoop, and it just creates sort of like a little line here, but I just found it easier to kind of just have that fold so I knew where to match up my little banners. So you do you and what you want to do, but these are the measurement sizes of the banner lengths that I used. And then this green striped one, I cut this one at 3 1/4 by 4 and scored it at 2 because I wanted this one to sort of sit inside a little bit longer. So you'll see that they're all sort of at different lengths. So if you want longer ones or you want to go all the way around, you're obviously just going to have to cut more paper. Some of these I only had like half a sheet, so I could only cut so many little banners for myself. But you do whatever you have and whatever look you want. I think this is cute with just the little half, and you'll see when we finish it how adorable it looks, and that the half a wreath might be enough for you. So what we're going to do is, these have kind of slid down on me, hang on. They do kind of move around, and you can, whoops, I did want a little bit of a dimension to them, so I did use dimensionals when I stuck these down. You can just use glue dots if you want, okay? So we kind of want like a little seam in between so that we can just put this down and it just wraps around. And then all you want to do is make sure that you seal up the ends, the little banner cuts that you made. Now you can use a punch to do those, or you can use just your scissors and snip in like we do normally for making little banner ends. Okay, does it make sense so far? I'll hold this up in a second. So you'll see I just secured it down. And now you'll be able to see in between, there's just some dimensionals. I didn't go all the way around. I didn't worry about sealing it completely. It is a decor piece, so it'll be hanging up on a wall or a door or somewhere that no one's really going to be inspecting it too closely to notice if you did not use dimensionals all the way around. So, and I'm just using up some black ones that I had too. So again, I'm just going in between the seam. I'm making sure that my little banner end cuts match up. And then I'm just sealing that with a dimensional in between. Now you can kind of shuffle these a little bit if you need to in order to get the dimensional in between. But once you've cut all your little papers, it does come together pretty quickly. Okay. On the bigger ones, I did put two. So I put a dimensional at the bottom here, and then I put another one here once I wrapped it around because I wanted to make sure that it stayed in place. Oops, I didn't bring enough little banners over here, so I'll just grab my little example ones. Okay. And then we'll just put that down. With these shorter ones, one dimensional is probably enough. Okay, so we finished that off. There it is. Pretty easy, right? Simple and easy. Oops, this one's not sticking for some reason. Let me just quickly stick a dimensional in here. Okay. Sometimes you might just have to do one more pass around and make sure that you've got them all sealed down how you want. But for the most part, that works. Now, I did already pre-glue a couple little ribbons on there. It kind of went with sort of the theme that I had going on, went very natural, but I dragged in that polka dotted craft ribbon. And then I wanted to add this other one that I had, and I'm just going to layer that right over top just to make it a full and sort of bountiful bow. Who doesn't like that? And you'll be able to use up a few different ribbons. Like you can mix and match all kinds of stuff. You could bring in all the colors that you have in your designer series paper if you wanted to, or you can keep it a little more neutral like mine. Being that we're using the gingerbread man, I figured they're going to bring the pops of color and make it look really cute. So I just kind of left it with some neutral ribbon. But this kind of stitched one looks really cute and kind of goes with the gingerbready theme. Okay, so we've layered our ribbon on. Now you can just put those on with just a glue gun if you want. I just put the last one on with some glue dots. So then I pre-did, so if you haven't seen the Gingerbread Man Suite, let's show you here. So this is the stamp set, and you'll see it sitting on top of the dies. That's how big the dies are. Here they are. Oh my goodness, right? So the gingerbread man comes where you can fold him at his hand. So really all I did for today's project, which you'll see in a minute, is just cut them apart. So I just cut one and then cut them apart. But there's all kinds of accessories here. There's a little cup. There's some candy canes. There's some candy and sort of mints that you can make down here. There's a bow. There's a scarf. There's a toque for him. There is little gumdrops. There's a little word saying thing because he's got oh snap here in the stamp set. And then there's some decorations of his icing, and then there's a bunch of different faces that you can do. Same thing here, there's a bunch of different icings that you can do, a bunch of faces, the little gumdrops. Of course, if you stamp those, then you can cut them out with the dies, and then you've got some cute little sayings here as well. Now, the gingerbread man looks small on here. When you open it up, he ain't so small. Here he is. This is the actual stamp. Okay, so he's a little bigger than he looks on the cover. He gained a little weight, ate too many cookies. Okay, so, oops. He reminds me of the little gingerbread movie that they have out at Christmas and stuff like that. So that is a gingerbread man designer, or the stamp set bundle. And then here are the gingerbread men. So they would actually connect this way. And then I just cut them apart. Now I embossed in white. When I stamped on the gingerbread man, I stamped him in Versamark and then embossed him in white. And then I just double cut his little toque so that I could get a white little layer. It will just cut out in one color, and then you can layer that on top. Your candy cane as well, you'll have to double cut. It comes as one piece. Let me just grab it back in here. It comes as one piece, so it's kind of just the backing and then the front. So if you want it in two different colors, you are going to have to cut out two of them. And then same with the toque. Obviously, it just cuts out one, and then I just layered the extra layer on top. So, and then his little scarf, and then that little cup. So I thought it was kind of cute. And I chose the little winking one because I thought he was adorable. Or she, whichever. They do call it the gingerbread man bundle. So I would say it's a little man. So what I thought was I'd do one on each side, kind of like Christine did on her example in the, if you are a demo, it's on the designer series, or the designer series, oh my goodness. It's on the demo planning site. I don't know if they posted anywhere else. I didn't go looking on Pinterest. It very well could be there because Stampin' Up does have a Pinterest page. So there is likelihood that it is there. I wanted this one to sort of sit down a little bit. So I'm just applying it down with glue dots. That should be sufficient to hold it on there. Obviously, you're not going to hang this outside or anything like that. It's made of paper. It will not last very long outside. Okay, so you don't want to put it outside. So we've got that started so far. And then out of the stamp set, I liked the little saying that said sugar and spice and everything nice. So I just stamped that on some vanilla cardstock. I just banner cut it and I embossed it in gold. Oh, there we go. I was going to say the light should get it. And I thought that would look kind of cute right down here. It already looks so cute. All you gotta do is put the gingerbread man on there and it looks really cute, right? How many of you have this bundle? Did you get this bundle? I did not expect the gingerbread man to be as large as he was, which was kind of a surprise when it did finally come. And I went, oh my goodness, that is large. People were commenting and I just was like, oh, I didn't believe them until it actually came and I went, holy smokes. So then I just did some peppermints. So you're kind of layering it. Cuts out this layer here. So that's your base. And then it's got this little pinwheel thing that goes on top. You can also use this one from the sucker, but this is all one piece. So just keep that in mind when you're cutting your paper and whatnot. And we'll just put this on a little dimensional here on the side. And I've cut out and sort of assembled 3 of these because I thought one would look cute over here as well. Right? Oh my goodness, it looks so cute. And then I've got one more that I thought would kind of look cute nestled up here. I'll probably have to put that one on with a glue dot. I don't think a dimensional will hold it up there. I'm just going to double stack my glue dots. Give it a little bit of extra oomph. So we'll just stick that up there with our bows. Okay, and then I just cut out 2 little holly leaves because I thought it would kind of look cute if we sort of embellish down here a little bit from the Traditions of Christmas stamp set, or die set, sorry. Oops, I put that on the wrong side. Oh, I should still be able to stick it down. Okay, I'm just going to tuck it right in behind my little candy. Okay. I was going to put it sort of underneath the sentiment, but I messed it up when I put the things on. Okay, so that is our cute little wreath. I'm just kind of showing it so that you can see it up close and personal, sort of how we decorated it. Cute, right? But I'm going to show you one more cute little home decor project, or even for your tree, that one of the other artisans shared. Okay, hang on one sec while I do a quick little shuffle about here. Oh, I think this is so cute. I'll just have to figure out where I'm going to put it. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in these pieces. So we got these gold hoops that are absolutely gorgeous. I've got glue everywhere, unfortunately. This year as part of the Modern Christmas Suite. And who was it? It was Stacey Marsh, one of our artisans. She did this cute little ornament set with it. So what she did was she traced out the hoop onto the cardstock, and then she flipped her hoops over. You'll see, I didn't quite measure closely enough here. She put little dabs of Tombow glue on the back, kind of let that set for a minute, because then it acts like a little glue dot almost. Then she just took a little bit of linen thread, and I'm just going to put it in through I should not miss the most important step. Before you glue these down on your cardstock pieces, you'll want to use your, what size is this? 1/8 of an inch hole punch, or something as small as that. You don't need anything too large. And you want to punch your holes. Now I can't do this obviously because this hoop is not going to fit inside my punch. So you want to make sure you do that before you glue them to the backs of the cardstock. And really all I did was do my circles. I punched my little holes. I put my hoops sort of right beside me. I did all my little dabs of glue, sort of let that sit up. And then I did a hole, 2 holes in the middle one, 2 holes in the top one, because you want somewhere to be able to tie if you're going to hang this on a tree or anywhere else. And then you want to be able to tie these together here. Now this bottom one, you only need the 1 hole right in the middle, okay? And then I just fed my linen thread through the front side. And I'm just going to do this through the front side again. I'm just going to lay it on top of this middle one. And then all Stacey did was she just tied them together. So she just knotted them together. Now right here, you're looking at the back side of our very top one, okay? Okay. Tie that in a double knot so it stays together. Trim off your extra because you don't need all that in the back. And then I'm just going to flip that back around. So basically we've built like a little trio of hoops. For sake of not confusing you, I am going to put my thread through the top so that you know that that is our top. That's how we're going to hang it from wherever. Like I say, this can go on your tree. It can hang in a window. It can hang on the wall. It can hang anywhere, really. And then what Stacey did to decorate hers was she grabbed our giant alphabet. I don't think that's what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them right now. She grabbed our alphabet dies and she cut out of pattern paper and then a solid piece that matches the word joy. So I've just pre-done all that to kind of save time. Okay. Oh, Lena loves this or loves the gingerbread man? Which one do you love? I might have missed the comment. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the back of that. Now what you want to do is create sort of like a shadow effect of these letters. So you kind of want to offset them a little bit when you glue them together. Okay. So I'll just set that one there so you can see it a little more clearly on camera. Okay, do the same thing with the O. Make sure when you do this that you're doing them all with the shadow on the same side, or your light source is all coming from the same side, okay? It just makes them pop. Even if you did like gold behind there too, it would just make them look so cute. And same for the Y. Okay, whoops. So we've just done all those together. I'll hold the O up again so you can see it. So it's just got a little shadow effect going on with the coordinating color. Now this color does not match the paper. I've used real red and the paper is sweet sorbet. So, but I think it really pops with that sort of darker color behind it. Oh, you love both of them. Oh, good, Lena. And then I have gone to, I had the stamp set somewhere. Where is it? Oh, there it is in front of me. I went to my stash and I grabbed Sending Cheer because it's got lots of little like tag dies in it. And I thought this little snowman hat was super cute. Oh, I shouldn't have put my twine on top here. Hang on, because this comes out with an actual hole in it. So I thought I could cover that up and make it look like it was intentional if I put it at the top where my little hanger piece was going to go. I forgot about that. So I'm just untying it and pulling it out here temporarily. Sorry guys, I got ahead of the game there. Depending on how you're decorating it, obviously. I thought I could just line it up with this, and then my J is actually going to, my Santa hat's sort of going to sit on my J. Kind of like that is what I was thinking. So let's put her hat down so that then I can put the string back in. Now I chose to just sort of keep this kind of lightly decorated. I didn't go too crazy. And also kept with my little gingerbread theme by bringing in the homemade treats bundle gingerbread. man. Oops. Oh my goodness. Give me that J. There we are. Because there's a smaller little gingerbread in that set. So here he is right here. Okay. That's kind of where my thought process was going with this. Let me just slide that back under there. There we go. I kind of don't want to cut it right off being a J. That's why I kind of left it exposed there. Okay, so now we can go back and we can put our little piece of thread. And I've got a knot in it, so I'm just going to slice that off. And I chose to use the gold and white, or no, I think it's gold and vanilla thread from that Modern Christmas pack bundle. The other one is black and gold. There. So now if this is looped through properly, like I should have done in the first place, it's going to look like I intentionally made that sit there, right? I just thought it was kind of cute. So then we'll go ahead and we'll glue down these other ones. If you have to measure to keep them centered, go ahead. But I just kind of eyeballed off of my little dots that I put in there. You could also put them on dimensionals to give them a little bit of height. Then I also grabbed my, I brought in the traditional, what is it called? Traditional Christmas sweet again, because it's got that great sort of bow die in it. And I just cut this out of the same shaded spruce that I used. And I just thought what I would do is tuck these in sort of behind here to kind of give it a little bit more decoration. And you can kind of like loop it around. So I've cut a few of these. I'm going to put another one down here. And they've kind of got enough sprigs that you can sort of overlap them onto the hoop as well. So just kind of like that. Just gives it a little more definition. If you are not going to put this on a tree and hang it somewhere else, it just makes it look a little bit more fancier. And then I've just got sort of a half piece here that I had left over that I'm just going to put at the top here by Santa's hat, because I cut it not in half, but I did cut it off in order to put a little bit down here at the bottom. I had it this way when I originally designed it. Actually, I'm going to put this on dimensionals because I'm kind of going to sit on the edge of the hoop, and therefore glue, it just won't sit right. But if we use dimensionals, it'll kind of sit above that hoop. So there, we've tucked that into the top. We've got it just sticking sort of out of the middle, and then we've got it at the bottom here. Cute, right? So then, because I brought in the smaller little gingerbread man to kind of coordinate with my other wreath and this one, that small little gingerbread man, I'm going to put these up on dimensionals, and then I just thought I'd kind of put one right there. Now, if you don't want a little gingerbread theme and you like sort of just the Santa's hat and the greenery, you can also do that. Totally up to you. I like things matchy match, and these will probably both hang in the studio. So I thought it was better if they matched. There. Is that not the cutest? I love it. So those ideas were brought to you by our artisan team, which this one is Stacey Marsh's, and then I've just kind of winged it with the decorating. And then this other one was from, what did I do with her name? Cabello was the one who kind of inspired what I did here on this one. So that is your home decor projects today, people. How do you love them? Tell me in the comments. Do you think you'll make a little home decor project? Oh, now the dog's upstairs crying. I'm waiting for comments. Anybody still out there? Maybe no one's there. I love them personally myself. I probably will make some extras for friends and stuff like that that sort of like to have sort of a themed thing going on. This is like really cute hanging in your kitchen, which is probably where mine's gonna go actually. And I have a little shelf system that holds all like my baking goods and jars and stuff like that. So I think I might hang this one in that area and just cuten it up for Christmas. Yes, it is a good use of those hoops. As soon as I saw Stacey's creation there, I thought, oh my goodness, I have to make some of those. And so I hadn't. And then today when I was finishing this and prepping it, I went, hey, I'm going to give them 2 projects and I'm going to do this little version of Stacey's as well. So you got a bonus today for 2 projects. You love them, but you don't decorate anymore. Oh, well, you know. There's only the 2 of us here most of the time. I just like all the little decorations around the house. You love them. All right. You guys are lovely. Okay, we're going to be back here tomorrow night at 6 p.m. again to make a loaded pocket for basically any crafter sort of person in your wish list, gift giving list that you have this year. And it will be chock block full of all the goodies that they may or may not need. They may be inspired by something new that you find and stuff in an envelope for them. So we'll make a loaded envelope and we'll stuff it full of goodies, and it'll be lots of fun. So I hope you'll come back tomorrow night and join me at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Do the conversion for your time zone. And then the next day we will wrap it up with our day 12, but we'll get through day 11 first. All right. I will see you tomorrow night. Take care and paper hugs. Bye.